Well, I think there may be a bunch of myths of the rational leader, but one of them is that an effective leader is predominantly rational. Rene Descartes kind of put it all over us with his Cartesian approach. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people think analytics is the key to being a better leader. And we see something analytic as more rational. The fact is that our emotions are rational too, that emotions are a part of almost any neural event in your brain, just as being analytic. So it's healthier to think of these, both analytic and emotional, as different ways of reasoning. It's why we sometimes call some things cognitive intelligence and some things emotional intelligence. At the end of the day, you need both. You need both in any leadership position. And if you overemphasize any one of them, you become out of balance. So the myth of the rational leader was that the goals were critical, the numbers were critical, finance is the main measure, when in fact that's led us to this crisis of engagement and people not wanting to work in certain places. So I think the myth of the rational manager is that it's just wrong and it's very one-sided. Part of the issue is how do you screen for emotional and social intelligence? Well, some of it's just having an interview. And does the person make eye contact? Does the person smile? Does the person answer your question, or do you think they're rating off of a script? There are all sorts of things like that. Do you feel that the person is warm or they're stiff? So you can do that, but be careful here. I don't think we should use emotional and social intelligence as a primary criteria for hiring somebody. I think we should use whatever the technical requirements are of the job. Now, if it's a sales job, which requires emotional and social intelligence, then of course it should be there. But if you're hiring for some market research position, find out if people can do market research, because emotional and social intelligence are very amenable to development. And we know how to do this for adults. We don't often do it, but we know how.